Hey everyone, Monique here, the Assistant Training Director for the National African American Gun Association. I am also a training counselor and firearms instructor. A little bit more about me: I am the owner of Lioness Defense Firearms Training here in Northern Virginia. I retired from 20 years of service in the United States Marine Corps in the logistics field, but also had a collateral billet as a combat marksmanship trainer. Some of my training background includes completing a variety of trainings that resulted in being certified with the NRA, USCCA, Rangemaster, and other organizations. I have also taken a number of intermediate and advanced level trainings, as we all should remain a student to our craft. NAGA has partnered with Mantis because it is a great tool for our members to progress in their firearms training journey. I've recorded a video to demonstrate how it works and to show you some of the features that will help you become a better shooter, all while saving time and money. The feedback from the MantisX enables you to troubleshoot the areas that need improvement, including instant feedback on your marksmanship fundamentals through graphs, shot tracing, and shot analysis. Today, I'll be using my Gen 5 Glock 19 with a C&H Precision COA optic setup. Before we get started, as always, safety first. So I'm going to show clear on my gun. Magazine is out. Chambers clear, no ammunition in my workspace. So you want to make sure that's settled up first. Now, for anybody that's unfamiliar with the MantisX system, this is a dry fire and live fire training tool that tracks your movement before, during, and after the trigger press. It gives feedback on things like trigger control, anticipation, grip issues, and overall consistency. Here it's mounted on my Glock 19 magazine. Since I do not have a light-bearing holster, I have to have this mounted on the magazine with this adapter. However, I do have a Picatinny rail. If you have a light-bearing holster, you can mount it on your gun and draw from the holster there. One thing I like is that it's simple to set up. You mount it on your rail, connect through the app, pick a drill, and start working. One of my favorite things is that I can cast it to my TV. As I get older, my eyes aren't the youngsters they used to be, so this works great for me. So today we're going to run one of the many drills inside of the app. I'm going to do the open training drill because it's one of the easiest ways to get immediate feedback on what your trigger press looks like. I may also show a few dry presses from the holster with the holster draw analysis drill as well. I'll do 3 to 5 reps per drill, and then we'll go through the assessment process. So what we'll do is go ahead and enlarge that for you. So you can get an idea of what it is that you're looking at. So you can see on the screen there, you have the options, different drills that it uses. So you're gonna have your phone, and from your phone, we're gonna open the drill that you intend to open. Good thing is, you open up the training, it tells you the goal and gives you instructions for that training. One additional thing, when you open up the Mantis, it gives you different options. It requests some data that it wants you to put into the system. So what gun are you shooting, what platform, left-handed, right-handed, all the things. So you're gonna input that in initially. So here we are, precision marksmanship is the goal for the open training. The instructions are to shoot any number of shots at any pace, review your scores, and trace view. This drill is not timed. Press the drill icon to modify the drill behavior. I'm going to do this drill from the low ready. So here we are. Low ready, up. Says great shot. That's feedback for shot 1. Feedback for shot 2. Healing, anticipating recoil. Pushing, no follow through. Good shot. Great shot. So that's 5 shots. Now, what's great about this, you can go back to that main menu, go to history, hit that training, and analyze your shots. So it says great shooting. You can go to the shot analysis. It shows you your trigger press movement and your hold movement. It also traces each shot. So on those shots that it said no follow through, I press and then I drop the gun. Okay, so it shows you where your shots are. Now, we're gonna go back to training, and we're gonna do the holster draw analysis. For this, the goal is to improve speed and accuracy from the holster. For the instructions, begin with the firearm in the holster. Each time the buzzer goes off, draw and present the firearm and fire it one shot. Reholster the firearm and prepare for the next buzzer. Great thing is, you don't have to do anything. Once you press start, it's gonna tell you to holster the firearm, and then you just do what the app tells you to do. .64. I got hemmed up on my shirt there. .44. .57. .27. That was pretty quick. I'll say that was a little left. .26. Okay, so now we'll stop it. Holster draw analysis. So my average time is 1.44 seconds from the holster. What's great about this, it gives you your average time, all the times of your different shots, and the feedback that it gives you, it tells you here. So it breaks down your holster draw into key phases to identify inconsistent or slow phases. The grip, which is that bottom category right here in the green, that is your time from start of the beat to when your hand grips the gun. The pull right above it is time from the grip to when you start pulling the gun from the holster. Horizontal is time from the grip to when the gun is drawn and rotated horizontal alignment. Target, time from getting the gun horizontal to getting the gun steady on the target. And then the shot, time from steady on the target to when the shot is actually detected. So it gives you all that information that you can review as you analyze your shots. And then this traces your shots, your path, from the time you draw the gun from the holster to where you break the shot, and it shows it on screen and assesses the path of the draw, shows the consistency of the draw across your session, highlighting any variance and wobble in your draw. So that's a lot of information. So now what I like here is the instant feedback. You can actually see, let me reduce this just a little bit, what your gun is doing right before the shot breaks, right? So a lot of shooters think that they're pressing the trigger clean, but the MantisX exposes a little habits you normally wouldn't notice. So for example, it showed slight movements, low left before the break, which for many shooters can indicate anticipation of trigger input issues. So there's a lot of things that you can find out from this. Personally, I think the system is great for new shooters because it builds awareness, but it's also useful for experienced shooters because it helps diagnose performance issues without burning through ammo. So honestly, with ammo prices the way they are and look like they're going to be, dry fire systems like this make it a lot of sense. If you use a MantisX system before, let me know what you think. And if you're interested in training classes or improving your shooting fundamentals, follow Lioness Defense, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.